say things that will lift ourselves up, you know? And I don't want to double down. So like, let's say, because I'm good for making jokes on top of jokes of someone who already made the joke, you know? So if she made that joke on herself, the natural me would then double down on that and say something. But then I'm now also jokingly pulling you down. How is that benefiting you? It ain't helping me, because now I'm using this tongue to destroy, you know, versus uplift. So I think people words of affirmation are important, but you don't want to have, unless you don't have anything to really hold on to, just vague, not vague, but like this vapor of words of affirmation. You want it to come from a place that you believe it's true, you know, because if you're just making it up, there's so much making up you can make up until you realize, what am I doing? You know what I mean? It's not real. But if it's grounded in something, that's my Bible over here, okay? If it's grounded in something, you know what he believes about you. You know what it says about you. You can hold on to that, and then you can, you know, surround yourself with good people and good energy and that kind of stuff.
It's about building. It's about building.
Yeah.
I just recently, I can't say recently, maybe about 2.5, almost 3 years ago, ended a long-term relationship because
ended it
because we weren't building anything. You know,
wow.
And nowadays people have, you know, when you go to the doctor, it's a professional opinion.
Right.
This little conversation right here is your opinion versus my opinion. But people want to take what they see and what they hear. Oh, it worked for that person, so it must be the golden rule. Like, I got to do it that way. I have to do it this way. It has to be done like this. I have to have these people involved.
That's what Lucy said.
Right, but just because it worked for them don't mean it worked for you.
I walk off the show.
And you have your own path. You have your own way. And that's something that I have to deal with. I'm my mom's oldest child. I always want to be Mrs. Fix-It and make sure that you're okay before I'm okay, because I'm one of the strongest shoulders. I can take it.
I'll take it to the chin, but you'll crack. You'll crumble.
Exactly.
Right.
Let me help you. And you spend all that energy pushing out towards other people and doing other things that when you find yourself lacking, and you don't have anybody to tap into you, it also builds on top of all that other stuff, as in, you know, why is this happening to me? I'm here for everybody. Nobody's here for me. Well, technically, sis, sir, you don't need nobody but yourself and the good Lord to get the ball rolling. Right. But they teach us that, oh, you have to have this. You need to have that.
The Joneses.
This person needs to be involved.
Right.
And you don't need that when it's something that you're supposed to be doing, which is up underneath his will and his way. People, you don't have control. You have control over nothing. Seriously. Nothing. Yes. We make all these plans, we play all these plays, and then when things don't happen our way, we get mad.
That's right.
But what you get mad for? Did you consult him about what you were doing before you did it? Did you try and make sure that this is what he wanted you to do?
You know what we like to do? We like to do it and then call him, hey, it's done.
It's done.
It's done. Could you fix it? Right. Is that the person you wanted me to be with? You're not married. You know, you don't have a kid. You don't, whatever. But now we're doing it backwards. So yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right on that.
But you know, a lot of people checking all the boxes, but those red flags are still right there, and we're just we can work on that. Right. You know, that's something I can deal with. We can work on it. But you shouldn't have to deal with it.
Right.
You shouldn't have to work on it. Because at the end of the day, you know what healthy is.
Right.
We know what healthy is. But toxic and, you know, crazy relationships are around us and have been normalized so much. And like you said, even in your family.
Right.
Like, why Auntie and Uncle George still together? They crazy enough.
Listen, crazy is what crazy does.
You know? Oh, they love each other. It takes more than love.
Somebody have to say it.
It takes more than love.
Common courtesy, mutual respect.
There you go.
There's understanding. There's all these components. And I'll say this. God's love has those components in there.
Yes,
but it's the love we talk about. Oh, I love her. No, you don't. And maybe you love what she can do for you.
Right.
You know, or this, that, or the other. But you don't really love the person, because I think, you know, this is crazy, because there's a lot of things I wanted to say, because you said a lot of good stuff here. But I want to say this part. So if I forget anything, I don't want to forget this part. You're in a relationship.
Currently, no.
Okay, currently no. Okay. Because I was gonna say, what you give me, it tells me like, if we were in a relationship, it would have been a good time. And here's what I mean by that. Some people you look at and you can see the chaos before it comes. And you're like, I wouldn't even ask you out. You know what I mean? Like, and young ladies will ask me, like, Mike, why haven't you never, asked me out or whatever the situation is? And I will tell them sometimes where I observe. I talk to people. I get a feel for people. And when I ask certain questions, you think I'm just rambling out the mouth. I'm assessing you without you even knowing, because that way you can gauge their mindset, their perception on life, or how they look at certain things based on whatever they respond or however they don't respond, and all these things. And this is why I wanted you on the show, because the way we spoke in that very short time, it told me a lot. You think I just a lot I was able to gather from you, and that's how I was able to make certain inferences, right? Because you once you start saying certain things, I knew you was connected to someone special. The holy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that does a transformation in here that comes out of transformation out there. Because if you can't think it, you can't say it.
That's right. And it all starts up here.
So if this is crazy, you think it's crazy that this out here coming out is crazy? So, but I'm saying that to say, because a lot of people on the internet, right? So when I say a lot of people, I'm just talking about the internet. It could be less, it could be few, it could be a select. I'm just gonna say it.
But from our experience, what we see on the internet.
Right. So, is that people are out here, right, saying this is what men want, right? Screaming off, going off at the mouth, all these things. And I think what is being lost is, the things that they're spewing off out the mouth is not only a particular group of men, but the kind of men who are still in the lusting phase of life, versus the men who are saying, I'm ready to marry. Not marriage, not a wedding, marriage. Because, and I believe the older we get, in life, the more things become irrelevant. And the more things become solid. You become more of who you know to be you.
Right.
So, he's stuck in his ways. Well, yeah. Because he's lived a whatever long life, seen some stuff and realized, you know what? This is not, whether they're in a good place or in a bad place. They know what they don't want and they know what they want. To some degree, because you don't live 30 years and then not knowing what the hell is happening.
Right.
Otherwise, what have we been doing? All this time on.
Living under a rock.
Okay. So, and I've seen more and more people, that are my age and up will talk about how, dude, I remember I used to be chasing this. Or I remember this is what I wanted. But Mike, you know what I realized? I'd be like, what? It's not what I want. It's what I need.
There you go. It's what you need. But that does not always feel good. We want the feel good,
Right now.
We want the right now. We want the feel good. We want, she's pleasing to the eye. I can pretty much undress you with my eyes. Already. And tell we're going to have a good time.
I didn't even ask you out yet.
Do this and we're going to do that. But at the end of the day, when do you realize those things don't matter?
Come on.
Your body fades.
Beauty is fleeting.
And, no disrespect to the BBL
and the BBW and the WWX and the ABC and the 1, 2, 3.
You do what you feel is best for you.
If you need it, right.
But eventually, all those things that you've invested your money and time in don't matter.
It doesn't.
They matter to you, but they don't necessarily matter.
And even right now, they matter right now. Yeah. Because the things for me personally, the things that have mattered 2020 don't matter to me, right? And that's not even that long of, 4 years. But like, there's some things I can see progressively that I was like, man, good thing I didn't do that yesterday. Because I would have to literally have that with me today. And I'm like, example, I had a girlfriend, she wanted a dog. but she worked crazy hours. I was like, you want a dog? Like, you know what that means? A puppy. Like, so it's even more attention than, you know, just having a whole dog that was already knows how to do its thing. Like, sometimes people get cats because cats.